A direct attack on families. That's what opponents are calling a proposed constitutional amendment that would make abortion permanent in Ohio. Well, one freshman lawmaker is on a crusade against the legislation, and she's leaning on her faith to fight for life. Brody Carter reports.
The current fight over abortion law in Ohio is a sign of things to come in many other states. An amendment to make abortion permanent is expected to be on November's ballot. It's giving voters the chance to decide this issue.
With the overturn of Roe, every state has to determine what the law will become. And so right now, Ohio has been challenged with a ballot initiative.
The initiative is called The Right to Reproductive Freedom with Protections for Health and Safety, backed by organizations with deep pockets, the ACLU and Planned Parenthood. Its passing would cement abortion rights into Ohio's constitution. CBN News reached out to those behind the amendment and received no response.
In the scriptures, it says that children are a reward, they're a heritage, they're a blessing. They are not a burden, but they are a gift from God.
Fighting for life is central to freshman state representative Melanie Miller's platform.
I had no idea the overturn of Roe would take place in the midst of my campaign last year.
Years before taking a seat in Ohio's House, Miller spent most of her time volunteering at Ashland Pregnancy Care Center. Today, in addition to serving in Ohio's State House, Miller runs the same center that sparked her passion for life.
The work of the Pregnancy Center, it is key. It is God's work. It's fighting against life and death each and every day. And when they've seen their baby on an ultrasound and they can see the smile or they see the fingers and toes and they thank us, for the first time, they felt joy about being pregnant.
Witnessing this hope firsthand is why Representative Miller is all in on stopping the advancement of the proposed abortion amendment. Pro-life leaders, though, tell me a big challenge is the wording in this amendment. They're concerned if passed, it would strip away parental rights for not only abortion, but also gender surgeries.
We know that if they are successful here, they will be coming for constitutions and children all over the country.
Beth Vanderkoy with Greater Columbus Right to Life.
If they are successful, we are going to see an elimination of parental rights. So the involvement of parents before children make life-altering decisions like having an abortion or participating in gender therapy. And we're going to see an expansion of abortion through all 9 months of pregnancy, including painful and cruel procedures on perfectly healthy babies.
Vanderkoy and Miller are partnered with the Pro-Life Coalition, Protect Women Ohio. The group is spending $5 million on ads to educate parents about what's happening.
They added in these really loose language terms such as reproductive decisions. So it could be my 11-year-old daughter going out making decisions without my involvement. She can say, I'm going to go get a sex change, and I can't say or do anything about it because we have this amendment now that eliminates my right as a parent.
Amendment supporters dispute that, saying it doesn't specifically mention transgender surgeries or parental rights.
The amendment provides the right to make and carry out one's own reproductive decisions. It's literally limited to that. Sexual identity is not reproduction.
But Protect Women Ohio believes it's a real threat.
They chose very broad language intentionally so that they could wrap their entire political agenda into Ohio's constitution.
Aaron Bayer is helping lead the coalition's campaign. He worries the same tactics pro-abortion groups are using here will soon expand to threaten constitutions and families nationwide.
You know, this constitutional amendment is a pimp and predator's dream because now they're able to prostitute out women, to coerce women, to pressure women, and then cover up their crimes and evidence through abortion.
This amendment is anti-parent, it is anti-life, and it is far too extreme.
Since the fall of Roe v. Wade, California, Michigan, and Vermont have already approved ballot initiatives to amend their constitutions to add abortion rights. Representative Miller encourages everyone to educate themselves with what's happening in their state and join the conversation.
This is the issue of our day. It's like this Esther moment for such a time as this, that God is bringing together people of the Christian faith, people who believe that life is precious and should be protected. And now the country is looking at Ohio.
Politics at the State House ignited protests that spilled into the chambers when GOP lawmakers passed a measure that would make it harder to pass the amendment in November. Now, voters will decide in August if constitutional amendments need a 60% supermajority approval rather than the current simple majority. Abortion amendment supporters need more than 400,000 signatures by June 5th in order to get on the ballot. Regardless of the outcome here, this campaign will likely lead to similar battles over abortion in states across the country. Reporting in Columbus, Ohio, Brody Carter, CBN News.